So I'll be looking for that guy. I didn't tell my friend that, but it was Todd. So you can go from there.
So we was in the pool, swimming around and all those things, and Molly's real scary and stuff. I don't know if y'all know that or not. So I started telling her about, bats fly down on the water at night. And she said, are you serious? And I said, yes, bats fly down on the water at night. They really do. And they come down on it. That was the truth. See, I wasn't lying. That was the truth.
Okay.
So we met that way, and then later on, I think Dee was 9 then. She was a kid, so.
I was on my hippity hop.
She was on a hippity hop. I come to the house to a family dinner, and Dee was out, bouncing on the hippity. She's a little kid. And I walked up to talk to her dad. And let me show you who I walked up to. I said, hello, Mr. Davis. Well, he never told me no different from what I remember. I never met Jerry that day, but I thought Ronnie was her dad. The only one I met was Mr. Chapman, and he said, I believe her daddy's in there cleaning his shotgun. That's what he told me that day.
And we was having a dinner, so Dad says, oh good, I'm going to tell you about this one when he left. He said he's like a stray cat. We fed him and he'll come back every time.
You bring any boy from Paulding to Cobb, you never get rid of him. He did say that, and I'm still next door eating his food and using his air. Never possible, So then, 9 years later, fast forward, it was Christmas Day, I think? Yeah, Christmas Day, and I said, we need to take a ride.
You better get this right.
So we took a ride, but the ride was to Nashville. So we took a ride all the way to Nashville on Christmas Day. And there's a gazebo in the Opryland Hotel, a little Christmas gazebo-looking thing. Wedding gazebo, isn't it? So I commenced to have some speakers and a CD player. They didn't have any MP3 things and all that, iPods. So we go in there, and I say, now we need today. I wrapped up 5 presents. And the first present said, I give you myself. Second one, I give you my love. Second one, I give you my heart. And then we opened it up, and there was a CD player. And I said, well, now we're going to dance.
I said, no, we're not.
She said, no, we're not. I said, if you ever been to Opryland Hotel, everybody's on the balconies. Well, everybody's watching at this point. And I said, now it's time to dance. So I had all these songs picked out. Michael Bolton, all these different songs. So I'm trying to get it started to play It's Your Love, Faith Hill, Tim McGraw. Y'all know that one.
Yeah.
So I cut it on, and it didn't kick on that. It kicked on, hey, baby, let's go to Vegas. This is a Faith Hill song. So anyway, I finally got the music right. She's like, this is enough dancing, this is enough dancing. So got down on one knee, Opryland Hotel, asked her to marry me, and the rest is history. Okay. Anybody else? Mr. Owen, tell us how you asked Barbara to marry you.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. I had this 55 Chevrolet, and I drive by her house, and she chased the car like a dog.
Okay. Well, there we go. Bruce, you want to tell how you asked Doris? Or she just fall in love immediately? You want me to ask Doris, or let you tell it? Let her tell it. Okay. No. She wants you to tell it. You tell it.
Where did y'all meet?
Where'd you meet at?
We met at my house.
At your house.
Here in Georgia.
Yeah.
My dad and mom's house.
Okay.
And I had a niece, Ruth Ann Shaw, y'all know who worked at Dave's Chevrolet. She come out, she was about 4 or 5 years old, and I just shaved and put lotion on my face.
Smelling good, son.
And I walked out and sat down with her and Doris on the outside. And Ruth Ann says, "Shoo, Ruth, you smell." And that started it off.
That kicked it off right there. All right. Did you have that Navy uniform on? Just coming.
Got out.
Just got out. Okay. I thought somebody would be a man in uniform.
You must not have smelled too bad.
Yeah, you must smell good.
Thought you smelled
Went to a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
It was love at first scent.
Love at first scent. Sin of a man, says he. Does anybody else want to tell it? I won't put them out. Oh, Carol's sin. All right, we got to take it. Yeah, I like it.
Bob found me in the newspaper.
Well, okay, personal ad or just a picture?
I placed a personal ad, and he answered it. And then you just call them if you wanted to, or send them a letter. They didn't have to know who you were. And my ad was ad of the day, like a day later, so he called back. He's like, oh my gosh, how do I make this lady call me? So I said, oh, he sounds desperate. So I called him. And the rest is history.
And the rest is history. Paul Harvey and the rest of the story. All right, go ahead now.
Well, I was working for Big Star, and my sister was working for Big Star over in Alpharetta. She called me up one day and she said, Vicki, we're sending my seafood manager over to your store. I've been trying to fatten that boy up for a year now.
Still trying.
She said, so you need to keep up the tradition and feed him German chocolate cake scraps. So I did.
Uh-huh.
And we had one date, and 2.5 weeks later we were married.
God.
And we went to the Olive Garden for our first date. He proposed twice in those 2 weeks.
God.
He loved the cake.
And he's still skinny as well.
And still eating your cake.
And how long have you been married now?
20 years.
20 years, all right. Anybody else want to tell?
So 2.5 weeks, Vicki?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Yeah, he
One day.
And did you get married right after that, or you just engaged for a while?
No, we were married. 2.5 weeks. We went up to Ringo and got married with the family.
What about it? There's something about Ringo.
Honey, Ringo, I'll call him in.
That's because y'all all cousins, they didn't do blood tests.
Well, Dee and Misty like Carol Sue's idea. They're going to use your idea. They're going to put some ads
Misty,
in
we hadn't tried that.
the paper.
That was pre-eHarmony, it was just paper eHarmony. Anybody else want to tell? All right, well now tell us about Johnny. How'd Johnny ask? Well, think about it.
Dr. Cobble's office.
Both C.
Did you get the blood test
There
there?
was at Dr. Cobble's office, and we started talking, and then we come out, when we came out, I was fixing to get in my car, and he was fixing to go to his, wherever it was, and he started talking to me and asked me questions and stuff, and I told him I wasn't married. He said, well, he was divorced too. He got my number, and on Sunday he called, and we went and had a picnic, had Kentucky Fried Chicken on the lake on the picnic table, and talked about our families, and dated for a little over 3 years, and he asked me if I'm married.
There you go. There it is. Sugar Bear was smooth. Sugar Bear get him quick. Bear, I know that's why I call him Sugar Bear. Anybody else want to tell? Okay. All right, so we're going to play a game called